Hello, listeners, and welcome back to Pi Uncut, the podcast where we dive deep into the seismic shifts rocking technology, the economy, and the markets that power our world. I'm your host, and today we're unpacking a talk that's already sending ripples through Silicon Valley and beyond. It's September 13, 2025, and fresh off the presses from Y Combinator's AI Startup School comes Replit CEO Amjad Massaad's visionary address, The Future of Software Creation. If you've ever wondered how AI isn't just tweaking code, but rewriting the very blueprint of how we build, work, and innovate, this is your episode. Massaad, a serial builder who's spent nearly a decade democratizing programming at Replit, paints a picture that's equal parts exhilarating and disruptive, drawing parallels from the mainframe era, when only elite experts wielded computing power, to the PC revolution that put spreadsheets like Excel at the fingertips of every office worker. He argues software engineering is on the cusp of its own mass democratization. Gone are the days of four-year degrees and years of on-the-job drudgery. AI agents are the great leveler, turning code from a bottleneck into a mere suggestion. With benchmarks like SWE Bench hitting 70-80% resolution rates, Massaad declares, we're not just automating tasks, we're automating entire professions. And just this week, Replit dropped Agent 3, their most autonomous coding companion yet, complete with real-time browser testing and self-fixing loops that could spin up full-stack apps while you grab lunch. Buckle up, because over the next hour, we'll explore how this isn't hype. It's a market earthquake waiting to happen. We'll break it down into the market tremors, sector shakeups, smart plays for investors, and a forward gaze at what it all means for you. Market impact. Let's start with the Big Bang. Massaad's boldest prediction that the value of application software will plummet to zero. Not tomorrow, mind you. He's wisely sidestepped timelines after too many AI prophecies fizzled. But in the order of years, as one-prompt wonders conjure complex apps from thin air. Picture this. Today, small businesses shell out tens of thousands annually on off-the-shelf SaaS tools for HR, payroll, or CRM. Massaad shares a gem from Replit's own HR lead, Kelsey, who ditched pricey vendors and built a custom onboarding system in 3 days code-free, tying it seamlessly to ADP. That's not a one-off. It's the new normal, where 15% of SaaS drudgery gets replaced today, scaling to 100% soon. Economically, this is dynamite. The global SaaS market, valued at over $200 billion in 2024, faces commoditization on steroids. Traditional players like Salesforce or Workday, their moats of proprietary code evaporate when anyone from a barista in Bangalore to a lawyer in Lagos can summon bespoke solutions via Replit agent or rivals like Cursor. We're talking a deflationary spiral in software costs, echoing how PCs slashed computing expenses by 99% from mainframes. But here's the global twist. Emerging markets, long priced out of Western SaaS, explode with opportunity. India and Africa, with their young, idea-rich populations, become hotbeds for sovereign individuals. Massaad's nod to the 1990s book that foresaw crypto and remote work. One clear thinker, armed with AI, could birth a trillion-dollar idea like Satoshi's Bitcoin, but now at warp speed. Zoom out to the broader economy, and it's a double-edged sword. Productivity soars as software becomes as cheap as air, potentially adding trillions to global GDP through frictionless innovation. Yet, job displacement looms large. A July 2025 Meter study found AI tools slow experienced developers by 19% on complex tasks as they wrestle with debugging agent-generated code. Ironic, given the hype. Entry-level coders? Anthropic's Dario Amodi warns half could vanish in 1 to 5 years, gutting boot camps and CS degrees. On the flip side, this unleashes a renaissance of generalists. Massaad envisions companies ditching silos. No more just a marketer or just an engineer, for hybrid roles where one person ideates, codes, and deploys. It's the death of the industrial assembly line, birthing networked orgs like open source projects on steroids. Financially, transaction costs crater. Hiring devs or agents becomes uber simple, one-tap gigs that assemble dream teams overnight. The result? Faster startups, nimbler incumbents, and a wealth explosion for idea merchants. But beware the July 2025 Replit incident, a glitchy agent rollout that exposed security holes, reminding us this revolution has bugs. Markets love disruption, but volatility spikes when the code writes itself. Sector analysis. Drilling into the tech sector, Massaad's thesis spotlights AI agents as the new oil in software development. Replit, once a humble online IDE, has pivoted hard since late 2023, betting the farm on agents that don't just autocomplete, they architect. Their infrastructure, Habitat sandboxed cloud VMs, atomic file systems for reversible edits, one-click auth via OAuth, and seamless deployments solves the unglamorous plumbing that dooms most agent startups. Agent V3, unveiled days ago, pushes autonomy to level 4, up to 2 hours of hands-off work, forking environments for parallel hypothesis testing, and auto-generating unit tests to curb regressions. It's a leap from V2's 10 to 15-minute sprints, edging toward Bohr Plus reliability, where you spin up 1,000 agents for 95% success rates. This isn't Replit's solo sprint. The sector's a battlefield. GitHub Copilot Microsoft dominates enterprise, but lags in full autonomy. Cursor and Bolt dot new chase prototyping speed, yet falter on scaling. Anthropic's Claude agents shine in startups for user-facing apps, per their 2025 index. But Replit's full-stack edge from idea to monetized SaaS positions it as the Swiss Army knife. Broader trends? Stanford's 2025 AI index flags efficiency gains. Inference costs for top models dropped 50%, making agents ubiquitous. Yet, sentiment sours. Stack Overflow's survey shows AI tool positivity dipping to 60% from 70%, as devs gripe about hallucinated code and privacy risks. McKinsey's Tech Outlook dubs AI the top 2025 trend, but warns of vulnerabilities. Agent-driven apps could amplify biases or breaches, if not sandboxed right. Globally, sector effects cascade. In the U.S., Big Tech, MSFT up 15% YTD on Copilot synergies, absorbs the shock, but mid-tier SaaS firms like HubSpot or Zendesk trade at discounts, fearing zero-value apps. Europe lags on regulation. GDPR 2.0 could hobble agent data slurps, while Asia's talent pools, China's DeepSeek models, fuel a proxy war. Finance and healthcare? Agents automate compliance bots or diagnostic tools, slashing dev cycles from months to days. But ethical landmines abound. Overall, 2025 cements the year of the AI coding agent, per Replit insiders. Shifting value from apps to problem-solved, think agents hiring agents for accounting or sales, via wallets and RPC protocols yet unborn. Investor advice. All right, savvy listeners, let's get tactical. If Massad's right, pure play SaaS is a value trap short, the overvalued unicorns betting on subscriptions alone. Instead, pile into agent infrastructure. Replit's private, but watch for an IPO. Back YC alums like those building MCP alternatives for agent-to-agent comms. Public proxies? Microsoft MSFT for Copilot's enterprise lock-in, or NVIDIA NVDA, powering the compute feast up 20% on AI inference demand. Diversify into sovereign enablers. Crypto plays like Solana for low-friction agent economies, or edtech firms pivoting to liberal arts plus AI literacy, as Massad urges broader worldviews over narrow STEM. For retail folks, start small. Allocate 10 to 15% to ARK ETFs heavy on AI disruptors, but hedge with generalist upskilling Coursera's AI ethics courses or Replit's free agent trials. Founders? Bootstrap with agents for MVPs, but domain expertise is your moat build HR or finance agents where passion meets scarcity. Risks? Model collapse from agent-generated data, as one Q&A-er flagged. Bet on AlphaZero style self-play training to dodge it. And jobs? Ditch boot camps. Join early-stage startups for that exponential generalist curve employee in 20 at a Series B beats FA-ang drudgery. In this intelligence age, clear thinking trumps coding. Invest in yours first. Conclusion. As we wrap this whirlwind tour of Massad's manifesto, one image lingers. A world of sovereign creators, where ideas ignite fortunes not through capital, but code conjured at will. From Replit's Agent 3, heralding autonomous app building, to the sobering stats on job flux. This isn't distant sci-fi, it's 2025's reality check. Software's zero-sum game births, infinite problems to solve, flattening hierarchies into vibrant networks of humans and agents alike. Yet, as Massad humbly notes in Q&A, humans hold the creative spark for truly novel Leaps AI remixes we invent. Listeners, the future isn't coded in stone. It's prompted into being. What's your next idea? Head to Replit, type it out, and let an agent loose. Thanks for tuning in to Tech Horizons Unlocked. Subscribe, rate us, and join the conversation on X. Until next time, keep thinking clearly. The wealth is in your head. I'm Alex Rivera, over and out.